We are back with another video, and let me take this time to say that this video is with one of the oldest clubs in Milwaukee, correct?
Correct.
One of the oldest, and they've been doing it a long time and they're still here. So we're definitely going to pay that respect, right? And listen to their story. Now, what I'm going to do is introduce you to their current president, and he's going to go down the line and introduce you to everybody else. The thing of the short time I've known this man, right? What sticks out is integrity, you know, and keeping it real and Hennessy, right?
Never like
that. And he has his mother, who is everything Mighty Rams, right? He's got that documented history that a lot of clubs don't have or have lost through death and people passing on. And he also has Shotgun, national president, right? Who's been through a whole lot. So with that, we have a club here that has gone through everything that a motorcycle club can ever go through, right?
Right.
And they're still here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mighty Rams.
Cheers it up for the Mighty Rams. Yes, sir.
So, current president is my man, Blackman. And he's going to introduce you to everybody else, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to have now you're going to get a history lesson.
Yeah. Well, right now we got, once again, you already introduced my mother, but back in '74 they called her Slanger. And we got over here Shotgun, the national president, who's been there since 1974, still riding, still active. And in the back we're going to start with our enforcer, Bobo. And we got our sergeant at arms, White Mike. And we got our business manager, Trey right over there. And our treasurer, Kitty. And we got our beautiful supporter, Miss Chocolate.
Now, Mighty Rams, what year we started?
1974.
1974. A lot of y'all viewing this video wasn't born in 1974, right?
Right.
And they're still here.
We're still here.
Right?
Yes, sir.
What brings the Mighty Rams together? 1974.
Well, I want to pass that off to Shotgun because, and the reason being is Mighty Rams went through a lot of changes.
Sure.
But no matter what, Shotgun kept it going.
Gotcha.
He's the one who kept the Mighty Rams in existence to this day. And you got to give him big ups for that. So I'm going to let him tell that story.
Okay, what keeping it going? Really, me.
Well, let's start.
Trying to.
What brought the Rams together as a club? How did it start?
Back then?
Yeah.
To the phone. Okay, it was, as far as I remember, the Beamer brothers.
Okay.
AJ, Arthur, and Otha. They were supposed to be the first one that started the club, and then other people started coming around. And then Les Nichols, Bull, we call him Bull. Okay, first time I rode a motorcycle, it was with him. He went out to Union Grove. I rode the back of the bike with him. And ever since then, I came back. I wanted to be a motorcycle, so. So I wanted to be a motorcycle, so.
Sure.
So I was one with a lady named Shirley. So she used to be in a club. I think it was the Double Eagles. And she knew how to ride. I didn't know how to ride no motorcycle.
Okay.
So, okay. So she wanted to get a motorcycle. We're going to join the Rams. We're going to join the Rams, which already had talked to Les or whoever was about it. And so we went out and bought a motorcycle, 750 cow. I didn't know how to ride. She rode it from Oak Creek back to the house.
Oh, gotcha.
So I called Les. He came over on that old big Holly with the horns on the front of it. And he said, boy, put this thing to the side. Wait a minute. Ride the bull. When you ride this bull, you're gonna know how to ride.
Right.
So okay, I got on that bike. He told me what to do. I did exactly what he told me to do. I went down the alley, came back. Went down the alley 2 or 3 more times, came back. He said, now get on the scooter. He said, now get on this scooter. Get on the scooter and I got on my little 750 cow, 3-stroke 'em, smoking and singing a song.
Right, right.
I went down the alley, came back. He said, okay, come on. So we went on the streets. We did 27th Street, rode down to North Avenue, and went down North Avenue to the expressway. Man, I take me on the expressway the first day. The same evening, all this happened the same day. Went from North Avenue to Keith. He said, come on. So I shook my head. I said, man, I ain't going on the highway. There's too much traffic out there. You know what I'm saying? So I made my mind up. I hit the highway with him. Went down to Keith, turned around, came back. Ever since then, I've been riding.
All
right now.
Been riding, been racing in the dirt, racing at the track.
Right.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And that's what got me stuck in the club. And ever since then, my mama used to tell him, boy, take care of my son. But bring him back like you took him away. Well, anyway, so, and I'm still here.
And you're still here.
Still here. Still here.
That's right.
Now, how many chapters we got?
We got one in Arkansas, in what it Nashville.
Okay.
And I've been trying to get one started down in Fort City, Arkansas. I got a guy down there, Les, what I'm talking about now.
Sure.
He's trying to get stuff together down there, and then down in Lowry, Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
I've been trying.
Down
everything.
the south.
The south.
Yeah. 'Cause
We used to have a chapter in St. Louis a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
St. Louis. We used to have one in St. Louis. Right.
Yeah, that's a different type of market.
Yeah. Back in the 70s and 80s, we had one in St. Louis. They just, I don't know what happened. So.
Well, you go down to St. Louis now, that it's a different type of thing.
Yeah.
So, it definitely is. So, now, your mom has a lot of documented history
Right.
about the Rams.
That's
Right?
right.
Tell me about some of that.
When I joined the Rams, we worked at Willie Webster. They called him Chief. I think you got his patch on there.
Right.
Well, he introduced
Yeah.
he introduced the Mighty Rams to me,
Okay.
and that's when he talking about Les. That's when we joined the Mighty Rams.
Okay.
And the word spread. We were young. We were active.
Right.
We were riding. I have I have documents of our dues that we were paying.
Sure.
We paid $250 a week.
Okay.
A month.
Yeah, it was a month. It was $5 a couple.
Okay.
No, we paid $6 a couple, and then $250 per person a
So
month.
even back then, it was a co-ed club.
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
we had, because it was he's and she's. It was couples
Right.
that joined, married couples,
Right.
dating couples.
Sure.
Somebody
that grew up in the Rams?
He grew up in the Rams. He was a little. I still
Yeah.
have his little vest.
Oh, wow.
From when he was in the Rams, little. Anyway, I still have my secretary book.
Okay.
I still have the U.S. Bank book, which they call it. It was another bank then. I still have all that documented. I still have the rules and regulations. I still have our old tickets that we used to sell. We were the first club to have a dance at the Holiday Inn.
Okay.
First club ever. Everybody else had it. We had a formal dance. Still have that. And the documents that I have, I've even presented them to the Rams as of today. Because my wish is that the Rams become what it used to be.
Sure.
But I know that's a lot to ask because people are not the same.
Right. Well,
But even with Shotgun being in the club, he knew how we rolled. And we was family oriented. I mean, we were a family.
Yes.
One did not,
Yes.
we stood together. I don't care what. If one went down, we all went down. If one did this, we all did it. we were really close. We never rode under 25 deep. When we went somewhere, everybody went. It wasn't like, well, I'm gonna go and represent this. I'm gonna represent today. No, we rode together, and we went places. We never sat around. We went. We rode. We did a lot of good things.
So being part of the motorcycle club became essentially the extension of your family, and the conference is what you do.
Exactly.
Right? And now you correct me if I'm wrong, the Rams were some of the most sharp dressed motorcycle clubs around.
Oh,
Hello.
we had to keep up with shotgun. This man had, if we went somewhere, he might have a red suit, red shoes,
Sure.
and a red hat. So we had to dress nice.
Right.
I mean, we wanted to be the best dressers. We had more trophies
Okay.
than any club ever in Milwaukee or outside. When we went out of town, we went out representing. We didn't go half-stepping.
Right.
We went. Whether we had to put our vest on,
Fine.
take it off, whatever we had to do, that's what we did.
Well, and I remember some stories about some capes and motorcycles and.
Oh, I still have mine.
Oh, really?
I can get the cape on, but I can't get the pants on. I should have brought my little bitty shorts. Back in the day, we wore hot pants and our tall boots.
Sure.
Hey, we
Well, ladies,
was
they
not
should.
going. When we went out of town, I'm telling you, we represented the Mighty Rams.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
it's nothing like it. And before Jackie Blue died,
Uh-huh.
he told me he started a lifer, where if you still living, you would be a lifer. You'd be a lifetime Mighty Ram.
Sure.
And so I have my lifer patch.
Okay.
He presented that to me before he died. Well, Shotgun presented to me through him.
Okay.
And I just feel a part of this club, and that was probably, I'm gonna say that was the best time of my life,
Is that
just
right?
being with the Mighty Rams.
Sure.
That was my family. I'm the only child, he's the only child, and that was my family. We went through a lot together.
Sure, I can
A
imagine.
lot.
I can imagine.
Death, high water, we got caught in a flood in Chicago where people were swimming.
Well, now tell me that story.
Uh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, I
go
can get
ahead.
that on that one.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll tell you. if
Okay,
you
we was
want.
on the bike, Jelly. You all know Jelly. Me and Jelly, Queen, what name? We call her Bonnie then.
Bunny. Yeah.
Queen Z,
Yeah.
Slick too.
Slick Tootie, all
Yeah,
of
her
different
name was
names.
Slick too. then.
Les, Bull, Little Lee. I can't think of everybody, but it was
We
like,
went to Aurora.
yeah, we went to somewhere in Illinois, but anyway,
Yeah,
we got
we
caught in
went
the
to
rain
Aurora.
coming back.
Okay.
So, some of us in cars. They was in cars. We left our helmets in the cars with them, with Rita and them, Slinger.
Slanger.
And so we gotta ride through the water. All those had our little, we had them little 150 choppers, double cool back handbars. And so we up in the air, so we think we can ride through the water. But anyway, we seen semi trucks floating and stuff. We still stupid. We're gonna ride through the water. So we get about halfway through there, the bike start tilting and whatever. Anyway, so we some of us made it through. But that old Holly, Les was someone who went right to Holly, so we got our bike started back up, pull our carburetors off, blow them out, and check the points and stuff. We got started back. I don't know how long we had to get that Holly straight. But anyway, we got it straight. Then nobody leave nobody.
Sure. Right.
We got wet. We dried off. We got wet again. We dried off. We got wet again. But we still stayed there working on that Holly.
Sure.
When we got straight, we hit the highway.
Well, the Hollies are gold digger anyway.
Yeah, but anyway.
Dan Ryan flooded, so people were swimming.
Yeah.
We were in the cars. I don't. That's one time we didn't stick together
Yeah, y'all went up the other way.
because we were in the cars. We had children. Sean was in the car.
That's
My
good.
other friend black man, and we were in the cars. So we saw people turning off of their expressway. We turned off on 87th Street. When we got off on 87th, riding down beside Dan Ryan, people was swimming. They were swimming. They couldn't go any further. I believe some of the people took 32, Highway 32, and went home around by the lake
Okay.
and went home.
And went around.
Yes.
Okay.
We ended up spending the night in Chicago at my mother's house. It was myself, Pat, her kids, Lil Lee, the one, he's deceased now.
Okay.
He and my cousin, Slick Tootie. We all spent the night at my mother's house. Her basement had flooded all the way to the top of the steps, so we spent the night. By the time we got ready to leave the next day, well, the water had descended. So we were able to get home. But then we all met up. After we finally, you know,
Right.
we didn't have like cell phones or
Right.
something, but we all met up the next day in one location. That was a clubhouse. To
make
be sure
everybody-
everybody was accounted for. It was a good trip, and then it was a bad trip, but
Right.
we made it. Nobody drowned, nobody, I mean, you know, it was really a good trip.
Road sale.
Yeah, and then we had one trip, I might be jumping ahead of myself,
No, okay.
because I like the trips that we did. We did a southern trip, where we was going to everybody's hometown. It didn't matter what part of South you was born,
Okay.
we all went.
In
to
one trip?
On one
in
trip?
one trip. We stopped at this location. They were having a rodeo in some parts of Mississippi.
West Point, Mississippi.
West Point, that's what it was.
Okay.
West Point,
So we
Mississippi.
was headed that way, so we said, well, we might as well stop at everybody's hometown. So even though we ended up at West Point, we went beyond that
Okay.
and went to
So-
Natchez and
So
Jackson.
where did you stop at?
the first stop was where?
Memphis, Persis. Outside of Memphis, Persis hometown.
Right. Jackson, Jackson,
Some part of-
Tennessee.
some part of
That's
Tennessee,
where
I
he
forgot.
lived. He lived in Jackson, Tennessee. That was the first one. We left there. We went to West Point.
West Point.
We left West Point.
Went to Aberdeen, my hometown, Aberdeen, Mississippi.
That before we got to Aberdeen, we went to my hometown,
Okay.
which is Sardis, Mississippi.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we went to Aberdeen. Then we went to Natchez. Then we went to Kosciuszko.
Okay.
So we went all those different spots. But when we were in West Point, this is the funny part.
Come on.
Before I left, Shotgun told me, you know, he fried died late inside. Shotgun told me where I could get my hair done, you know, real slick and, you know, real flat.
Right.
So I went and got my hair all prettied up and had my finger waves going. he always kept his hair looking good.
What year was this?
Back in the 70s, man, 75, 76.
Still look good.
That's all right, that's all right.
We were getting ready to travel now. We packed our stuff up and we bought a tent.
Okay.
We bought a huge tent. So this is the funny part. After we left, I have pictures of all this.
Okay.
I have pictures when we stopped at Aberdeen, Percy's home. They were out there shooting guns. He was wearing stacks and the heel broke off. And, I have that picture too.
Hey, man, he had no goldfish in it, man. Man, he had no goldfish in it, man.
Y'all like that though, it's a good job.
When we got to West Point, they were having a dance rodeo that next day. They had to dance that night. Well, we stopped at this gas station. I was driving and all these red bugs got in my shoes in the car, so I had to jump out. I jumped in your boots that you had on the back of the trailer. That was funny too. But when we were in West Point, we pitched the tent. Everybody got together, pitched a huge tent. And so everybody, you know, the guys scattered, you know, they doing their thing, on over here, going over here and smoking a little weed, you know, getting high and doing the thing. So girls went one place, guys went another. We got back to somebody, I hate to say that. But anyway, somebody put something in my weed.
Oh.
So, I have it was real wacky, real bad. I know who did it, but anyway. So I had to slide down the cars, slid down, because all these cars are parked, right? So I had to slide down, get to the tent. That's why I see it, but I can't get there. So I finally got to the tent, and I had my head out, I was saying, help, help, you know. I could hear myself trying to call out, but it wasn't going anyplace. I was saying, help, help. But when I woke up, everybody was in the tent laying down. A storm came. The tent had fell in on us, and all of us was laying in the water. The bikes had fell over. Want to picture that too? And my hair was messed up for the rest of the trip. Here, I gotta go for the whole week with my hair jacked up like this.
Yeah, the tent was floating.
Yeah, the tent was floating. We got up. You know, everybody was drunk because they didn't even know the water had came in. Somebody said, well, you should have closed the window. But the bikes was in the mud and everything, so, but that was just another fun trip. I mean, we always...
We didn't care. We still get up.
We didn't care. We did not care.
We
We just laughed about it, got up, dusted our shoes off, and kept on going.
Now, what kind of, that was a 10-day trip or what?
It was a little over a week. It was over a week.
Like 7 days, something
Yeah, it
like
was
that.
over a week.
And so you hit the hometown?
Yeah, we was just traveling.
Yeah, just traveling.
That's quite.
And the club paid for all of it.
Yeah,
Oh, got it.
the club.
The club paid for gas, everything.
That's how we collected our dues. We even had an extra bike in our club. So
For the
if
dirt.
somebody else's bike didn't work, they could use that bike.
Okay.
And Mr. Fixer, which was Percy Watson, he kept all the bikes up.
Kept the bikes going.
He
Right.
kept the bikes going. Yep. And I named him that. Mr. Fixer. So he kept everybody's bike running. So then that's why I named Mr. Fixer. His wife was Jolly Good, and we named her that because she didn't drink. Every time we went to the bar, she had a great Jolly Good. So that was her name.
I see at first.
Right.
At first, we didn't know nothing about no nicknames. We was all using our real names back then. Then we came up with nicknames.
Yep.
Everybody had to get a nickname, so we came up with nicknames. Cause I was using my name on my
We called him Clay.
vest. On my vest, I had Clay on my vest. She had Aretha on hers, and then we started. We seen people out of town with different names and stuff, so we had to say we got to get some nicknames. Everybody knowing our real names, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I became with all kinds of nicknames. Right, we looking at other stuff in out of Chicago, St. Louis, Detroit.